there.
Joe, where we stand, we're about 420 feet from the road. So,
hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back. This is part number 2 of this little mini series on this 38-acre farm that we are purchasing. Quick update: we do have a signed contract on it now, so we got a price agreement. We've already been approved by our bank because of that 40-acre piece with the old cabin that we were going to buy and it fell apart. So we're ahead of the game. We got a signed contract and we're moving forward very quickly. So today is part 2 of the tour of the 38-acre property, and part 3 is going to be the buildings and stuff like that. So, and if you missed part 1, I'll put a link in the description below, because you might want to start there on this hopefully our next project property mini series. Actually, it'll be a full series if we buy it, of course. And don't forget, if you like it, please hit the like button and share it, because we really could use your help, and we really appreciate it, because we try really hard to bring you guys some life fun and good content. So let's get into it. Thanks. Okay, on the last episode we covered roughly half of this property, so now we're going to cover the second half. It's got 28 acres of fields right now, and the rest is wooded fingers. So here's where we left off. Now we're going to continue going to yet another one of the fields. The first one's going to be a lower field, kind of in a bottom now, below a ridge. Okay, so now we are at the bottom of these big ridges. So half of the fields are up top on the big ridges, and then this is a long narrow one that's in the bottom. And we're going to stop here in a really nice strategic spot, but a very diverse property. That's why we jumped on it immediately. So let's check out another potential, totally ninja micro plot down here hidden in one of the bottoms. Down in a bottom, really nice food plot down in here. Your thermals are going to probably run that direction, which is downhill. Put a nice tower stand right in this corner. Can you bring the truck and put the ladder in the back?
yeah, I can.
This would be a beautiful, for a small acreage parcel, you'd feel pretty remote back here. Carry on.
You've still got a pretty good buffer.
So where are we at right now?
We're right here. So you've still got a good buffer from government to keep people off of the property line.
Have we been in that one?
Not yet. No, that's
okay.
We just drove by it. We just drove up through here.
Okay.
It's up on a ridge top.
Okay.
As well.
All right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So we are here, and a while ago we were down to here. So
I know. That was a stick built, and that sucks that the company's got to be that way. Why do they can't get the wall down? So this little field that we're heading up to right now is kind of in the center as far as elevation. So the first fields we went to were the highest on the property. The last one we're just coming from was the lowest on the property. Now this middle field that we're going to stop at is kind of in between the highest and the lowest ridges on this property. Field with shotgun. So here's a look at the middle field. I'm going to tell you, guys and girls, if you're looking for property, when you find a good one, you need to be on it fast because they go fast. This one wasn't even listed yet. Justin put this on a Facebook post. He said coming soon, and of course the rest is history. We had him show it to us, and we immediately put an offer in on it. When you find a good chunk of ground like this, I'm going to tell you, they go very, very fast. So you have to have your ducks in order, and you can't fudge around. You can't hem and you can't haw on this stuff. I mean, that's just from our experiences, some food for thought. So let's keep going on this very exciting property. If you can't tell, we're both very excited, both Sharon and I, looking forward to this one. Okay, here we found a beautiful little ridgetop cut across road that Justin didn't even know was there. So this little ridge road, it's going to need some cleaning up, but I know a guy. This is going to take us back to the very, very first field, which is back in the corner, but it's also the highest elevation. So this is kind of a game changer. Otherwise, you have to literally go down and all the way around one direction or around another direction to get to this top field. But to have this beautiful little ridge finger connect the top to the middle field, and then the middle field you can get down to the lower field, is an excellent layout, especially for this parcel being less than 40 acres. Jurassic Justin Mason.
Jurassic Park tour ride. I said you're just the best tour guide.
I'm just always grabbing those this time of year.
Now that my Polaris does not have. There's no parking brake. It's just
Really?
just park. Yeah.
See, sometimes like if you're on a hill like that and you try to get it
Yeah.
out
Oh
hard,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
get on
Tuck the watering hole here anywhere up in these off of one of these ridge tops. Justin's been on this road. It's a connecting road between the big field in the back corner.
Sharon stand right here.
Yep.
To take my picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still some nice sized oaks and hickories. Alright, so now we're coming through the same original road we came through on part one. But now we're going to go out to the road, or I'm going to give you a look at the road. I'm going to show you the utilities, kind of how it lays out. Currently there's 2 creek crossings on this property They're both basically like concrete poured crossings, but it all needs to be redone for a much better year-round access. But let's take a look down at the road here, and you can see the road frontage of this property. Alright, we got fiber optic here. We just came out of the gate. So the power might be a challenge, because if you got to cross someone's property, they need to get you a new easement. Hang on a minute. Fiber optic, okay. This is private here though, right?
It is private. Here's how I don't think you can jump off that.
Oh yeah. Little shack back there.
And that puts you here, and then depending on where you go.
Is that the 38 right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can shoot up the hill. That building sign is right there.
Oh.
So you can jump across and then shoot up. You need to go overhead and bury it.
So here's a corner.
Okay, you're back.
There's your sign, Kapper.
There's Shawnee. All right, where are we at now?
We're here, southwest corner.
And this is all Shawnee on this whole boundary,
This whole boundary right over here.
which is the road, a gravel road. Okay, nice. So is this little field part of it? Okay, now we're on the road finishing out the tour, and you could see that the house is very near this little point here that juts out. This thing lays out very nicely for a recreation deer hunting perspective, because if you see the home site here where we're going to eventually run new power and water to is tucked on a corner of the property, yet it's still private and off of the road, so it doesn't affect the deer hunting nearly that much as it would if the house were like in the center of the property. So let's take a look at this very corner here, the neighboring house, wrap this up, and I hope to see you on a future episode. Thanks a lot. So this right here is the current transformer for the neighboring property. This is most likely where we will tie in new electrical service to get it up to a new potential future camping site on the property. But there are two different locations that you could potentially run power into areas of this property, which is a very important thing looking ahead for the future. Shoot right across that field.